What's up, guys? This is Beau from Blessthefall, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'm so excited to be interviewing Beau from Blessthefall.
Hello. Hi.
How have you been?
I'm been well. I actually just flew in. We had a day off yesterday, so I flew to Vancouver to see the family, and I landed just maybe a couple hours ago. Took the train, walked through Toronto, and felt the vibes. I definitely miss it down here. It's awesome, and the weather's amazing. It's not snowing yet.
Yes.
Thank
It's
goodness.
supposed to come in 2 days.
It's coming, right? Okay, good. We're getting the hell out of
days.
here. We're leaving before the snow hits. That's my least favorite part of Toronto. But
You mentioned how you're checking out the city's vibes. All good vibes today?
all good vibes, man.
Awesome.
And it's Friday, so I took there's a new train that goes from the airport to Central Station. So I took that, and then I was going to take a streetcar and decided to walk instead. And just busy, packed full of people, but everyone's so polite. You know, I think that's the stereotype of Canadians, but it's very true. And I just soaked it all in. Decided not to take the streetcar and just walk the whole way. It was like a half-hour walk. It was cool.
Just speaking to good vibes, you're now on this awesome tour with Crown the Empire.
Yes.
How are you enjoying it so far?
It's great. It's great. We've done so many headliners that I feel like they're so stressful because it all kind of falls on you if people come to the show or not. You know, and you got sound check and meet and greets and all sorts of other responsibilities. But this tour has been very laid back. All the bands are rad. Everyone's really cool, and Crown are a bunch of good dudes. You know, they're all very nice and respectful dudes. And it's been cake. We load in our gear, and then we just sort of got time to go hang out and do whatever. Yeah.
And you can blame Crown if no one shows up.
Exactly. See you guys. So it's been super chill, and it's been really cool to play in front of a lot of new faces. It's been a while since we've had a chance to play in front of new fans and people that maybe haven't even heard of us or have heard of us and just never seen us. And so there's times where the set starts out a little slow because everyone's probably trying to figure out what we're all about.
Yeah.
And then they loosen up and have a good time. So it's been great. It's cool.
I saw you had a little van mosh the other day.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Who posted that?
I think that was on the band.
Was it on Bless? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we played some Bleeding Through, and I think it was the record. Like, oh, man, I can't remember which record it was, but it was maybe it's This Is Love, This Is Murderous or something. It's from like 03, 04. And our merch, we're all fans. We've been fans, and I actually know those dudes and stuff. So it's just like a bit of nostalgia, a little of metal nostalgia just hit us, and we all just lost our minds. And there's a couple people down in the corner watching us, just watching the van shake back and forth. They're like, what the fuck
is going on in there?
Like, the doors flew open, and there's like us, we're just screaming and shouting, falling out of the van. We must have looked like a bunch of assholes, but it was it was fun. You need a good van mosh every now and then. I feel like get the morale up, So.
Well, something cool that you've been doing is there's been some nutty stuff going on for your shows. You were getting right in the crowd. I saw a photograph where you're hanging from a pipe.
Yeah,
like that actually happened.
Yeah, when the time calls for it, when the opportunity calls for it. That wasn't. I did that a couple nights. It just so happened like there was like a low hanging roof at the venue we played, and I don't know, spontaneous.
Like, let's go for it.
Bit of spontaneous moment, and it was like, let's do it. So it's it's something where, like I said, we're playing in front of a new crowd, a lot of new fans, potential new fans, and so you want to give them something to remember the show by. Obviously you can just go up and play a show, and then your music can speak for itself. But I like to go the extra mile, I guess. And it's just fun. Who doesn't like hanging upside down from shit while trying to sing?
Well, going the extra mile, have there been any mishaps, or has it been smooth sailing so far?
It's smooth sailing so far. Yeah, we there was once where we blew 4 tires, like 4 main tires. And so we're trying to avoid that. So we like to a bit more responsible now. We're a little bit older, so we're out checking the tires and Jared changed our trailer tire the other day just in the parking lot, and he was like, oh, it's going bald on one side. So yeah, it's not like when you're kids where you just don't think about that sort of shit. You just go. And so now we're pretty wary of what can go wrong and stuff. And also there was a couple tours where we had all of our stuff stolen, once in Montreal and once in St. Louis, where they broke in our van. And so we're very, very like paranoid almost paranoid, and like we ate Denny's the other day and parked the van right by the front window. And brought like our backpacks in with our laptops and everything like that. So to anyone out there thinking about stealing our van, there won't be anything in it. It'll be empty. So
it's not going to happen this time.
Yeah.
You've sent us some tour tweets from the last couple of days that I want to know the story behind. So
okay.
I love everybody's face. They're like, uh-oh, what's going to happen?
What could it be?
What's it going to be? So the first one, you told fans the other day that you're officially out of clean underwear.
Yeah.
Now things get interesting.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Well, that night apparently I just found out Eric doesn't wear underwear on stage. So he was like, dude, just don't wear underwear. It's not a big deal. So freeballed it. But the only dangerous part to that is because our pants are pretty tight. So if you're shredding and you're doing the rock stance and you get a rip, which we have had rips before.
There's no plan B.
There's no plan B there. So there's no nothing stopping everything from falling out. So no, it was fine. It ended up being okay, and I went home yesterday and did laundry.
There you go. Yeah. Now you're set.
Yeah, I'm set for the next 10 days. So.
And another tweet that I really liked is there a scientific name for the fear of walking in on someone pooping?
Yes.
Now, I know you're always in close corners while touring, but not that close. So where's that fear from?
You know what? It's funny because I don't care. I wouldn't mind. Like, if someone walked in on me pooping, I don't think it's awkward for me. I feel like it's more awkward for that person.
Okay.
And so when I go to use a public bathroom or whatever else, and I'm always like opening the door and thinking like, oh God, I hope there's no one in there. And I just have this like fear of like walking in on someone because I feel like it's way more awkward for that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just me thinking out loud. It's just something I constantly think of. It's like a daily weird things that go on in my head. And thank God there's Twitter for that, right? Like
yeah.
A few thousand people just reading just my weird thoughts. Yeah.
Well, it's been a pretty crazy year for you because aside from the North American tour that you are on right now, you've been on an Australian tour, European tour, Asia tour, and Mexico
Holy
tour.
shit, you're right.
I am right. That's pretty nuts. Does it feel like a whirlwind?
Yeah, it does actually. It's crazy when you list them all in a row because we really have been around the world this year. It really went by quickly, and the tour in Asia was amazing. We saw some countries that we've never seen before, and when you've been a band as long as we have, like that's pretty rare that you play places that you've never played before. It's like Toronto. Here we are, like probably like our 15th or 20th time or something. It never gets old though. Never gets old. But yeah, we played some places we've never played on that tour, and then Mexico was awesome. We don't often go down there. I think the last time we went down there was like 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that was a long time coming.
Yeah, so it was a long time coming. So it was and I'm half Mexican, so that's like my heritage, and I got to like speak Spanish on stage and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, but we've had a couple months off, and then after this I'm not too sure what we're doing, so we might pump the brakes a little bit and reset and maybe start focusing on some new music.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about that eventually, but now that you've answered it, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's we don't like to write because somebody else is saying it's time to write. We don't like to let other people dictate when we create our art and stuff like that. So we didn't really think about it till honestly maybe like a month ago or something, where we're like, Eric actually sent me a couple demos and I was like, whoa, sweet, and then
creative juices are flowing.
Creative juices are flowing naturally, and given the circumstances of everything going on in the US, I think there's a lot of there could be some cool stuff to touch on. I'm not saying we'd be a political band by any means, but
there's
it
some
definitely
definite
sparks
inspiration there.
It sparks some inspiration there, and having a family and just being away from them and just trying to make this whole thing work, it's a lot of pressure as well. But I'd like to channel that into music and channel that into our lyrics and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. We're working on it. It's coming. And
that's awesome.
It is exciting. It's cool. It's good when it's exciting. It's not good when it's like, shoot, we have to like write this many songs in this amount of time, or we're going to the studio in this date and we're not ready, or whatever else. And right now it's sort of just we have free reign to sort of do whatever we want. There's no pressure. So
Speaking to free reign, you had a day off the other day.
Yeah.
And you guys did everything you possibly could, it seemed.
Yeah.
You got churros, you went on roller coasters, you went bowling. Was that all one day, or was that over a span of a couple of days?
No, that was a span of a couple days with the
Okay, I was about to
bowling
say, that's
involved.
a lot of stuff.
But that day was Disneyland in the morning, and then it was a Kings hockey game at night. Actually, we didn't put that in the update. I didn't film anything. But so that whole day was like, go, 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 go. Like we went straight from Disneyland right to downtown LA to watch the Kings game, and the Kings beat the Penguins in overtime, and it was just like, it was like the whole day was just like this adrenaline high, and it ended with the Kings win, which was like perfect for me. But yeah, and then the next day we actually went bowling. We played a show in Bakersfield. It's this little tiny town, on your way up through California. It's a couple hours out of LA.
Okay.
But there was a bowling alley next door, and all of us are, I don't know, I'm not sure if you remember, but we were the 2015 Warped Tour bowling champs. So we had to get out there and
show off a bit,
stretch the arms out, and knock the dust out.
You definitely know how to spend a day off properly. I know a lot of bands will just like crash for the day, catch up.
I know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, this tour has been pretty light as far as responsibilities are concerned, and we go up and play a 35-minute set or whatever else, which is like a flash for us, especially when you do headliners, you're playing over in an hour, and all of a sudden you're like, cool, we're done, 35 minutes, we're out of here. You're like, let's go get food, or let's go see a movie or whatever else. So yeah,
let's wrap things up, because you have a show to perform very soon.
Very soon, yes.
Anything you want to leave with, all of your fans will be viewing.
Oh man, thank you guys so much for sticking around. I know it's our band's been around for a minute, and I always and when people say some last minute things, I always just thank you guys so much for supporting us, and we got some really cool stuff coming up, and we appreciate it, and we hope you guys are stoked.
We're definitely stoked.
Sweet.
Yes, just thank you so much for catching up today.
Yeah, of course.
It's always a pleasure.
Of course. Cheers. Yeah.
And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands.
Hi.
See you next time.
See ya.